Hey investors, welcome back to Stoxpot, your go-to podcast to unpack what's happening around the world of business and economics. It's me, lekshmanmj, and today we are diving into a serious issue that's heating up faster than ever, literally. With 2025 predicted to be the warmest year in recorded history, India is bracing itself for an unprecedented heatwave crisis. Because this is not just about rising temperatures anymore, it's about how it impacts your health, work, food supply, and even the economy. So stay tuned as we unpack what's happening, why it matters, and how can we prepare for the future. Let's start with the bigger picture. Why are scientists warning us about 2025 being so hot? Well, the reason lies in our planet's warming trend. Over the last century, India's annual average temperature has been rising at a rate of 0.68 degrees Celsius per century. That might sound small, but over decades it adds up. Similarly, winter and monsoon temperatures are also climbing even faster at 0.73 degrees Celsius and 0.45 degrees Celsius per century respectively. This warming trend is not slowing down. Instead, it's accelerating. In fact, February 2024 was the hottest February in 125 years despite La Nina's cooling influence. Now let's talk about heat waves. What exactly causes them? One major factor is the extremely dry winter season. A lack of rainfall means there is no moisture to cool the air. Added to that, an anticyclone, that is a large-scale weather system that pushes warm easterly winds across the west coast, and you get prolonged land breezes instead of refreshing sea breezes. This combination raises temperatures significantly. Coastal areas suffers more because high humidity makes the heat feel unbearable. When temperature rise by 4.5 degrees Celsius or more above normal, coastal regions officially enter heat wave conditions. So where is this hitting hard? States like Jharkhand, Odisha, Maharashtra, Telangana, Chhattisgarh, and Andhra Pradesh are already seeing temperatures above 40 degrees Celsius. By March to May, most of India, except southern, extreme northern, and northeastern regions, will likely face above normal maximum temperatures. This intensity and frequency of these heat waves will be much higher than previous years, especially in Punjab, Haryana, Rajasthan, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, and Odisha. Meanwhile, Northeast India and Southern Peninsula may see frequent showers instead. But what does all this mean for everyday life? Rising temperatures are causing cascading effects. Public transport users, outdoor workers, and even those relying on water supplies are feeling the pinch. Higher evaporation rates increase water demand while reducing availability. Algae growth spikes in warmer water, degrading water quality and spreading waterborne diseases. Health risks soars too. In 2024 alone, India reported 40,000 suspected heart stroke cases and over 100 deaths by mid-June. Experts warn that without action, mortality and economic losses will only worsen. And the impact doesn't stop there. Agriculture, real estate, energy, and pharmaceuticals are also at risk. Summer monsoon rainfalls in northwest India has increased by 40% since 1980s due to warming oceans. While rain sounds good on one side, excessive rainfall disrupts farming patterns and damages crops. On the flip side, drought-prone areas face water scarcity. Energy demand for cooling could rise above 10% of total electricity consumption, straining the urban grids. Pharmaceutical companies may also face struggle with disrupted supply chain and shifting disease patterns affecting the medicine production. What about long-term consequences? Climate change is projected to reduce India's GDP by nearly 25% if left unchecked. Governments will face fiscal strain as disaster recovery cost rises. Budget priorities may shift away from infrastructure and social programs towards climate adaptation. Even the financial sector won't escape the effects of climate change. Rising insurance claims and underinsured losses could burden insurers and households. Investors might move capital towards climate-resilient assets, driving ESG trends but also creating market volatility. So what can be done? Experts recommend several measures. First, like how the meteorological department currently studies climate patterns and make predictions, government need to appoint officers in cities and rural districts to coordinate responses. Emergency systems must improve, ensuring water availability and planting trees for shade. Work hours should shift to evenings during peak summer months to protect workers. Businesses must integrate climate risk assessments into their strategies. Policymakers should accelerate investments in climate adaptation policies, carbon taxation, and disaster preparedness. Looking ahead, the challenge is clear. India needs a 360-degree approach to strengthen climate resilience. From sustainable practices to energy efficiency, every step counts. As individuals, communities, and nations, we must act now before it's too late. And that's it for today's episode. Thanks for tuning into Stoxpot. If you find this episode insightful, make sure you follow and share this with your friends. Until next time, it's LEKSHMANmj signing off.